friends, and welcome to another Scrap-lift Crafternoon. Today we are scrap lifting this beautiful layout. This was found on a gallery on a website that you can see the link below in the description. We absolutely love this. I don't even think this person has like a real name on this gallery. It's like SJ Luvscrappin or something like that. You'll see the link below. But what I'm gonna do is I'm still using my counterfeit kit challenge blog kit, my how to kill a kit with style. I'm still using a lot of the Let's Go collection, the travel theme, the different colors that they picked. But oddly enough, for this layout, I am not going to use a white piece of paper in the background. I'm gonna use a pattern piece of paper because I don't have any kind of clouds. So I'm gonna use something else that will represent the clouds. And of course, in Anna fashion, I'm going to do my own little thing a little bit. So come along with me and have fun watching this video. Don't forget to go check out the other ladies who are hopping along on this Scrap-lift Crafternoon. We may even have somebody new joining us. So definitely come along with me, see what I do. Here we go. So the first thing that I want to do is here's a little sneak peek of how it's going to look when I'm done, hopefully. But I'm going to take all of my photos and everything out. Here's a fun little story. I have this paper. I had this pulled already as part of my collection. And I noticed that if you look really, really close, I had to even look it up where it was. I noticed it had Nevada on it, and I was like, oh my goodness, we were in Las Vegas for my sister's wedding. These are photos from our trip to visit and for her wedding. And so there is Las Vegas right there. I got to use my little geotag sticker. I used my little "You Are Here" sticker. It's very small and hard to see, and I had to strategically tear this paper, and I have to strategically place the items so that they do not cover this up, because I want that to be part of the details on the page. I'm also going to tear this. If you tear down, you will not see the white core of the paper. If you tear up, you will see the white core, which is what I did over here, and I should have probably not torn it that way. What's interesting is depending on what you have on the back of your paper, and the person that did this page, she seemed to have a paper that had something kind of pretty and interesting on the back. So she seemed to kind of purposefully tear and roll her paper so that you can see that back. Now this paper doesn't really it has some pretty blue on it, but I can't really get it to show that. That's okay. So I'm gonna layer these up. I'm gonna have to flatten them out. And I am doing it a little bit bigger than what she did because I do love this plus paper, and I don't know how I accidentally made them tear in the same spot, but that's okay. Okay, I love that weathered look. But I'm using this piece of paper in the background that is a Vicky Boutin paper with the sky, because it has the clouds, and I just thought it would be really pretty. But I do want to do a little bit of this stenciling with some sort of mixed media here. So what I'm gonna actually do after I've just done all this, I'm gonna bring my photos back. Took them away because I wanted to make sure they did not get messed up. And I'm gonna go in with a pencil here and mark. I just have to grab a pencil, but I'm going to mark a little bit about where I want my photo to go, so that I can do my mixed media. I'm going to mark roughly where my papers are going to go, so that I don't spend a lot of time going in there and doing media behind that when it's not going to show. So what's the point of that? So I'm gonna take my photos, and by the way, I did rough up the edges just a little bit because she did that on hers. It's hard to see because mine's on white paper, but that is absolutely okay. So I'm going to use, because my background is got some white clouds on it, so I don't even know if I'll be able to see this, Haven't tested it or anything, of course. But here's the stencil that I have. It's a 10-point stencil. We're gonna use some gesso because I don't know why, because I don't feel like getting out some white paint. I might get some white paint out in a minute. I don't really know. I don't have any white ink. I've done this before and it was very light and didn't show up. So if this doesn't work, we might just come in with a different color. Like maybe we'll grab some orange paint and see how it works, because it's going to be white on the white clouds. But we're going to see how this works. It just has to be subtle. It doesn't have to be super visible there. Perfect. I think that is absolutely perfect, what I wanted. Yay. Can you see it? I hope you can. Interesting how white shows up on white, but when I did this on a different thing, it did not really show up at all. And it was the same exact process. It might have been the type of stencil I was using. I don't know, maybe my stencil was too narrow. Perfect. Do it a little bit higher up here so that it looks more like it's coming out of the pictures. And maybe a little bit more over here. And I just saved a little bit of some of the plastic packaging when I was recently repackaging some of my stickers. I always save the plastic sleeves because I know I can't put them in the recycle bin and I will be able to use them for ink, paint, whatever when I'm creating. So always save that because you never really know what you can use it for. It always works great, especially these small ones work really great if you want to do the packaging technique with a little bit of ink, ink. All right, so I think that's good. I'm gonna dry this up really quick. Shouldn't take very long. It's not super thick. So I do have a couple of other videos showing some pages that I've created using my August kit. So if you are interested in those, definitely go check those out on my channel. They should be linked or available to see on the channel. Okay, so here's my line for where my paper goes down here. And then I'm just gonna lay those down. Use my new tape runner that I just got. Haven't even tried this yet. Now she did a tag, but I didn't really have a tag that I wanted to use. And come to think of it, I had the photos going the other way, but oh well, I have to do it that way now because I have to do it that way. I was thinking I was gonna do it. So I might rip these edges up a little. She had a tag, and like I said, I don't really have a tag that I wanted to use. I thought I did, and then I had these other pieces of ephemera that are tags. These are from the Let's Go collection also. So I was like, well, let me just use them. Ooh, I love that sound. Don't you? All right, so I'm gonna use like this, and then so that it just barely comes down to here. And then these taggy tags are probably just gonna stick out like that. And because she has word stickers, I thought these would be fun to stick in there. This little bag kind of looks like her her rainbow, but I didn't think it made sense to have it up at the top, so I thought I'd kind of just stick it down here in the corner. And then maybe add a little bit of something over here. And of course we need to make this more of a something instead of just a random. Oh, and she does have a piece of paper because her photos are right like this. Oops. And then mine are a little tricky because they are not the same photo next, or not the all one piece, right? Kind of wanted to do it like this. So I think I could do that. And she has a little tab coming out from the side, and I could do it that way. That's cute, right? Take the photo. The funny part is this is not specifically like I'm in the airplane or anything. We were on the shuttle going to go to our, go get on the helicopter to go on the trip for her wedding. So, okay, so I think that's about what we've got. She's got a little paper, and I think that's good. So I think I'm just gonna stick everything down, and then I'll be back at the end with some close-ups. See how fast this was? It was super easy. Rip some paper, throw some stuff down. Can't even really see the mixed media anymore, but that's okay. I'll just probably move that around a little bit so you can see stuff. And here we go. So, all right. Here's gonna be the stick down series montage, and I'll see you at the end with some close-ups.